I told my coworker that I did not enjoy my pregnancy and the magical symptoms. Now, she's excluding me from the group and she was crying when she told me the reason. A new coworker started 3 months ago. Let's call her Linda. She seems pretty nice, which is why I'm not sure about all this. At my work, we have a tradition where once a new employee completes their probation, we go out for a team lunch. Nothing fancy, but something nice to celebrate. Linda passed her probation, so we went out for lunch. As we're eating, we all get to talking, and the topic of the magic of pregnancy/childbirth comes up. Everyone was sharing sweet moments from their pregnancy. I enthusiastically joined in but didn't share any of my own. I think Linda noticed because she specifically turned to me and said, "Linda, you had twins, didn't you? That must have been a wonderful experience." I smiled and said something along the lines of how I wished my pregnancy and birth had been as positive an experience as theirs had been. To be clear, it was not said sarcastically at all. The truth is I hated every moment of being pregnant. I could write a long list of all the magical symptoms I had, but I'll just give you the highlights. Horrific vivid nightmares, hyperemesis gravidarum, severe morning sickness, debilitating migraines, a metallic taste in my mouth, and then the birth. Honestly, I feel like anything that could go wrong did go wrong. Worst of all, due to some of the complications I ended up being kept in hospital for a while, so I missed the first few days with my girls. It's safe to say I hated every moment of being pregnant, and every moment of labor. It was not a magical experience by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't say any of this to Linda, I just responded as I mentioned. After my reply, Linda started getting short with me. Later, I asked her privately what was going on. She snapped and told me what I said was insensitive and undermined their experiences and told me I was an a-hole for it. Since then, she's sort of cooled off, and is less hostile, or at least less openly hostile, but last week she invited all the girls in the team to a ladies' night. Everyone but me. Now, I don't mind so much, since ladies' nights are not really my thing, but the fact that she pointedly excluded me has made things awkward. I feel like I need to do something. I'm not really in the mood for drama. I have enough of that in my life right now. I don't need more, so I haven't confronted her about it yet. And as I said, she is otherwise a really nice person, normally pretty friendly and easygoing, so I'm left wondering if I really was an a-hole. Update: since posting, I have kept my distance from Linda, which has been tough because our work often overlaps and, we're on the same team. Since then, I noticed she has snapped at other coworkers as well. I figured that commenters were right, that now her probation was over, the nice girl act was over. Things were awkward. Then, I heard her crying in the bathroom. I didn't want to get involved in case it caused another fight, but I also couldn't just leave her there when there might be a problem, so I told Tina, our team lead, who then went to check on Linda. A while later, Tina came back and said she had sent Linda home as she wasn't feeling well. A few days later, Linda came back to work. She asked to speak to me, alone. It probably wasn't the best idea, but I agreed to, and I'm glad I did. Linda apologized for how she snapped at me. I asked why she excluded me from ladies' night. She said she didn't invite me to the ladies' night because I had told her I didn't like them. To be fair, I have a vague memory of this coming up in conversation a while ago, but she had something else to tell me. It turns out, some of you were right, Linda is pregnant. When she got sent home, her boyfriend asked her to take a pregnancy test because the last time she was pregnant, she got super broody, and her mood was all over the place, being happy one minute, bursting into tear the next, then being super irritable. As bad as she was being at work, she was even worse at home. She took a test and, yep, she's pregnant. She told me she wanted me to be the first person in the office to know about it. I guess it was her way of apologizing? I accepted her apology and chose to believe her about the ladies' night, albeit cautiously. I'm still keeping a slight guard up, because who knows, for all I know this is some game she's playing, but for now, I am choosing to take her at her word. Obviously, her being pregnant doesn't excuse how she spoke to me, but it does explain it, and if that genuinely is the issue, then hopefully that means the issue is solved.